And I think it's so important to remember that everyone deserves love, and everyone communicates love in one way or another. That everyone deserves love. Everyone, especially if you have it in your heart to communicate it to someone and to share it with someone, then it's okay to be and to have ever been to have ever been the recipient of unconditional love. But in short, I said what I said. That's all. No, I can't. So many times. Oh God, it's scary to me. I don't understand. How is it that people who have substantially more than you, they still be jealous? What are you jealous of? Those people. Fuck you. Like, what are you hating on? And I know now how you wield your power is more important than you even having the power. Might as well have come after a couple of these guys with everything I had for their reaction to it. You're not admitting defeat. You've not been defeated because we're not competing with each other. No one person is completely responsible for a broken marriage or a jacked up relationship. Every effort to fix it is just, again, projected right back on you, right back to you.
Like, yeah, but you forgot this, but you didn't do that.
I'm just saying, when you try to leave peacefully for this boy, you understand me? I would have, you never know who knows who. You don't know when you have mutual friends. The horns, because it's like, people think that when you are spiritual, that it means that there's a halo over your head and around you, and there actually always is. But the horns are also always their shadow side, and your higher self, they balance each other. They balance each other. Anyone that you meet that tries to be in that Jesus energy and that God energy and the benevolent, it's a big mistake, because it's like, no one is all good, just like no one is all bad. Even if you try to choose it, okay, my baby is coming, so I gotta go. I'll come in and say, your emergency is my emergency. I was planning to go somewhere. I have plans. Not anymore. So, gentrification. I am on the east side where I was raised, a Freedom Center, where I got to meet Miss Claire Looper in person myself. And we got the wrong entrance. It looks like you are. These people just move and they don't think. Yes, I will park right here in the handicap parking space. Sure will. And so I remember when I'm on Martin Luther King, and I remember this is 27th, I believe, that my father's family and my mother and father both live. Okay, so anyway, they were over here on 28th and MLK in Oklahoma City, which is this is where our new Black Wall Street is, themed after the Black Wall Street out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. And this is just where we are city. And I remember whenever this area was thriving with nothing but Black homeowners. Okay, I don't need to have my wipers on right now, so I'm just sitting waiting for my food to get ready. But anyway, when I got to see, the street where the children that were playing in the streets, eating the pecans off the tree. My father's parents, so my paternal grandparents, they had a couple of pecan trees, one in the front and one in the back, two in the back, I think. And then at my grandmother's house, my mother, from my maternal side, grandmother had an apricot tree. Some people say apricot is apricot. Don't even blame. Apricots. Anyway, I remember when these businesses over here were all Black owned and were thriving, from the banks to the radio station, which Perry Broadcasting is still Black owned. It's owned by Mr. Perry. And it's for us, by us, before there was a such thing as FUBU. And I'm so proud of it, and I always have been. But I remember when there was a storm of buyers that came through here and propositioned these homeowners with maybe $10,000 more than what would have been the asking price of their home. So back then, a home that's $30,000-$40,000, you offer this family $60,000, and they're feeling like, wow, we came up real big. And so they sell the home. They were selling their businesses, and then they looked up, and the windows and doors are boarded up. We thought that they were going to move in there and do something spectacular with the property, but all they did was make it an eyesore in the neighborhood and in the community, which brought down the property value. And this is consistent with the red zoning and redlining, that the practices and unethical racial targeting practices in the mortgage world. And I have people, a couple of exes, honestly, and friends that I grew up with. These people will never, ever, ever move back to Oaks, like a ghost town to them. The specific areas where we grew up at, and a couple of the leaders that I know, and a gentleman who I highly admire, who was a part of the Nation of Islam that I used to know a long time ago, or I thought I knew. One of the things that he shared with me that definitely resonated, it was like, if everyone is just on a mission to get out of here, they get their education, they get their work experience, and then they can't wait to take that to the so-called white side of town. They can't wait to take it to Edmond, to Yukon, to Mustang, to Midwest City. So anyway, we thought that they were going to move into those neighborhoods and maybe renovate the houses. We just wanted to see why they wanted to move into an all-Black neighborhood. You want to bring a white business over here on a strip with nothing but Black businesses and Black consumers, Black customers. And all they did was board everything up and drag down the property value, making it impossible for people to even want to sell their homes. Some of the homes became crack houses, and you have several generations that were raised in those homes. I know several people. I know many people, actually. And I'm just saying, we watched what's happened, and then some 20 years later, now suddenly it's of historic value now. And so those people who purchased homes and boarded them up and made it where the property value was stupid low, they've maintained ownership of those homes, paying ridiculously low property tax, and then they go back. Now they're all moving back in there, and now this is a more integrated looking neighborhood. It's more diverse. When really that was the plan from the beginning, from the people who have eyes and ears and stay in the know of those plans of the upper echelon of the population. They're up there in that 3 and 1 percentile. Not eat oxtail and expect your lip color to stay the same if you have on any type of coverage on your lips. I know. Anyway, so a butterfly is getting ready to drop a chicken off to me. And the God and his son and his goddess fighting along. So I'm looking forward to seeing the chicken and the butterfly and the son of the God and the goddess. I can't wait to see all of them. Okay. Like, a part of me also cannot believe that that the younger generation can be brought or manipulated into just doing the bidding of the older generation. The older generation would try to pit the younger generation against themselves and against each other, and by waving $2,000, $5,000, $20,000 here and there, forgetting that those young people will eventually become adults themselves, and they will fully know exactly what you were trying to do, what you did, what you were trying to do. And those young people, they will have to make the same choice that I had to make. Like, I hate what you are. I hate what I'm looking at. And all I know is that I don't want to ever become that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be like, I don't know anyone as humble as my mother in what she's willing to do for people who have nothing. She's one of those people that she hasn't really had a lot financially or property wise, but she would do anything for anyone, anything within reason. You know what I mean? If she can pull it off, even up to borrowing money for other people, she will do that. She will do it. But she's attached to some people that just really, like this one elder. Her grandchild told her that I was working somewhere, and this lady ain't been at this place that I started working at. She ain't been there in forever. Started calling around, and I'm just like, what are people telling you when they preface their conversations with, do you know so and so? And I'm like, I know Belinda. I know her. Because Belinda is a name that I made up. Belinda Kreb. I know her. You know, it's like I know who that is. Or Jarrell, like from Superman. I know Jarrell, the son of Jarrell Sr. I know them. And I just absolutely ask people who insist on, are you even driving back here? I'm here at the back of the store and they're driving way back here. I'm just back here chilling, minding my business. Anyway, so I was looking at movies because I told you I like to go to the movies, and I can go and I'll watch, like, I will set, like, I don't be hopping, so don't even say it. But I'm not shaming the people that do, because that the theaters make a lot of money. So but I don't do that. So I will go, and, like, if my movie starts at 10 o'clock and it's a 2-hour movie, then I know that I'm looking for the next movie that starts at noon, and then that movie is only an hour and 36 minutes or so. So then I'll look for the movie that starts after that, and I'll have a whole itinerary as to movies that I'm going to watch. And for the longest, I used to do that at the Harkins Theater in Oklahoma City. I love going to the Harkins. But then I met Flick's Brew House. Well, actually, first I started going to Warren, but Warren is such a long drive. They're in Moore, and I started going to Flick's Brew House. And Flick's Brew House has a margarita that is pretty yummy. I need to get my teeth clean. When I got up this morning, I had such a terrible migraine that I didn't go to work. And when I felt better, I called mom. I was like, hey, I'm feeling better. And if you still need the coverage, if you haven't found someone to come in, you know, like, but the truth is, like, my head is still pounding. It's not as bad to not talk. I think it's the weather. There's something big. It's atmospheric pressure is what I believe it is. Anyway, it hurts. It hurts us. So, one of my closest uncles, we were having a conversation a couple of months ago where we were talking about Sesame Street. Do you know? Okay. So because I'm only looking at Sesame Street from the perspective of a child, and I thought that everyone could see Mr. Snuffleupagus. Are you guys saying that you could not see Mr. Snuff, that all the other characters could not see Mr. Snuffleupagus? Because I could see him, and I thought that all of the other cast, I thought they were all interacting with him. Like, yeah, I remember him. Anyway, so the hypothesis is, he believes, is that when Big Bird would see Snuffy, it was after he was altered. If you know what I mean? And so that's the reason that he could see them and no one else could see him. That is especially alarming to me that such a detail would be put into a kid's show, a children's show. Excuse me. What do you know about that, though? I do like my hair like this, you know what I mean, in the cartoon. Because, like, even whenever I don't have, like, the locks, like, my hair is not locked. When I wear my natural hair down, I wear my natural hair in a lot of the exact same styles that I wear these locks in. It's just a series of knots. Just a series of knots all over my head, and I love it. I love it. Anyway, I was expecting a package with a chicken in it, and it has not arrived. So...